Lakeland is not. They're not. That's another first down.
Another first down. The fence is cutting our signal. You got to get away from the fence.
Okay, we now learned a new thing about our wireless system, which I shouldn't do live behind the scenes. Really happens, right?
Absolutely, brother.
We're getting the thumbs up, so we're being good boys. We're in the right place.
We will stay right here. We're on the 41.
I like that. Another flag.
No, Fowler will stop short. Lakeland got a good first down push, which they did not on the past few drives.
I mean, I guess dual threat quarterback run the pass.
This will be his deepest look down the field. Out of bounds. You can just see just the lack of consistency with Tarver's arm. It limits what you can do with him. So I expect to see a little bit more creativity from Winter Haven.
You notice our
you get him on the edge?
almost caught that ball.
Oh, with one hand.
Yeah. Our camera's very.
He played high school football. He knows what's going on.
You did too. You were defensive back, weren't you?
I was.
I bet
Many
you were
moons
a hitter.
ago.
You got good wide shoulders. You must have knocked the people out.
Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Quick passing game has worked for Winter Haven.
John, they got another.
And they've got another first down. This offense is clicking. They're playing. They throw it, running it inside and out. A little bit on their toes.
Did you? Or do you go the ball? You know, the clock can make coaches nervous. Worrying is coming.
I would say around halftime, unless it's so out of hand. I think halftime is a good natural reset.
Yeah.
You settle your guys down. And you got to commend Winter Haven. Those young backs are running with grit and physicality and creating favorable scenarios for second down. When you can't some versatility. Zone read, a little bit wide, has all built up towards Winter Haven's success on the ground. And the clock keeps moving, as you mentioned.
Just runs and runs and runs. Bill Belichick would be smiling right about now.
Yeah, he would.
Maybe. Here we go. That's a big play right here. If they could move the chain another first. Oh, he should have another way.
See the quick game for Ruiz. And nearly a first down there. Like you said, Bob, it looked like Ruiz could have moved inside and picked up that first down. Again, little things. When you're playing Goliath, you've got to focus on those little things. But I will say Winter Haven's been running the football effectively. I think Tarver or Smothers is the call here. Right down the gut. And remember, Gabe Dindy is not playing for Lakeland. A top 10 player in America on the D line is not playing for Lakeland. So Smothers, the running back, or Tarver, the quarterback, is going to It's Smothers, who was smothered.
Close.
Jacoby Fowler on the carry.
I think they put Tarver under center if it's within.
Signaling down.
Fourth down and 1.
No hesitation. Winter Haven will go for it,
Have to.
which I agree with wholeheartedly in this kind of game.
You think Tarver's under center this time? Just, Tom Brady always goes. He's always doing the quarterback sneak.
Best quarterback sneaker of all time.
Ever. There you go.
Under center, like you said, Bob. This looks like a straight back handoff to
When
me.
they're trying to get him to jump. Oh, don't chicken out. Oh, don't do that. Oh.
They don't have any more
I'm not
timeouts.
happy. All right.
They tried to call timeout, but they don't have any more. So it results in either a delay of game or false start.
Boy, oh boy.
So now you have to punt
Flag
it.
on the play for a false
Right?
start against the Blue Devils.
And this
Brings
is
up
what's
fourth
so,
down and 6.
a lot of times coaches talk to their players about situational awareness. Clearly, there was a situation.
Yeah.
That was a big.
And they'll give the ball back to Lakeland.
And 5 yards, punt 45 yards, high school punt, roll the dice.
Looks like it was blocked. The sophomore linebacker, who was the one showing a little frustration earlier. So,
Yep.
big play.
Boy.
Talk about changing the game on special teams.
First down and 10.
Pre-snap penalty, punt, block.
Do you go over the top here, play action?
You should. That's what I've always heard. I've always said, man, if you get a big turnaround, attack now.
Winter Haven is playing man coverage. There's no help in this corner over Tyler Williams in the slot. He's playing inside leverage 8 yards off. But Lakeland will run the football, and there's a lot of space.
He's gone. Boom.
That's the young one.
Football's a game of mistakes. And one pre-snap error, bing, bam, boom.
That's Daenerys Johnson, their leading rusher. You see they've got the size with Davis. Johnson's kind of a slasher. Big hole, and you're not going to catch him. For 500 yards for the season. He's having a heck of a junior year, and you wonder if they pick up a little bit more. And like you said, one play, and now all of a sudden it's going to be 14-7.
Not good. 3 bad plays, game dramatically changes. You know, the unfortunate thing is it was 6.
The Jaguars' scoring drive was 1 play and covered 38 yards. It was Dr. Johnson's 38 touchdown, which Lakeland.
So we had 3 plays, changes. I was just going to say, John, look at the time on the clock. If they get the first down, they're running another 3 to 4 plays. They're it down to 4 minutes.
Again,
You gave Lakeland the momentum, the confidence, and a reminder that they're the team that
Dog is fighting. One mistake, boom, 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 and it's an avalanche.
you got to weather the storm for the next 6:30. Not go through now if you're winner.
No.
You need to possess the ball, even if you don't score. Possess the football, get to the break, down a touchdown, and reset.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they have an onside kick in there. Look at that.
Oh, here we go. Lakeland wants the ball back here.
Sky kick. Boom. Literally, I was going to say sky kick onside.
There is a flag on this play. I'm wondering.
No, I think it's Lakeside. Lakeland get ball. I'm going to see
Could somebody have moved a little bit sooner?
Listen, get on the field. The way the kicker was set. I've seen kickers do that sky kick. They aim for 15 yards, and it's a tough deal to catch if you're the receiving team. What happened?
The refs are still conversing here. Great job by the kicker.
Well, let's see. Do we see any offensive players going out there?
I do not. Great kick by Lorcan Muldoon, the senior. Big time kick. Different kind of onside.
It was a great kick.
Great
now,
kick.
you know, in high school, they don't allow them to do the kick where they hit the ground and a pop-up kick. They disallowed that.
A lot of player safety goes into some of these decisions. There were a lot of big collisions on those type of plays, and even at the higher levels, you can't block anymore on those kind of plays. So the sky kick might be the next evolution of the onside kick, but there's an art to it. So 31 right here, Muldoon with a phenomenal sky kick. Team a chance to get the ball back, and they certainly recovered. So we're still sure as to what the penalty is. Clearly, it must be an offsides.
Great kick, 31. It's got to give us props, you know. Kickers,
kickers are too. And the refs are signaling Winter Haven football with no explanation.
On the field is first down and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Was there a penalty or was there not?
Maybe person ruling.
That was quite understandably. Lakeland's coaching staff is curious and probably a little furious as well. Bill Castle, the head coach, asking for some clarity, but it won't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Winter Haven football.
No replay, no.
So Winter Haven will possess the football here.
Okay, well, let's see if they. They don't go back to what first, but
second down and
there have been some success running Tarver inside with the play in the flanking Tarver. He's
and they don't stop. They keep on pushing.
Winter Haven
on the carry.
You know, it reminds me of a offensive system, the single wing.
Robert Riley on the
A lot
tackle.
of head coaches
Brings up third
where
down
they
and
literally
4.
set it up so the
it's just hard to defend, not only physically, but mentally. You've got to stay home. You've got to stay on your assignment every play, even though every other play looks the same.
Dark-colored Hyundai, license plate BT1TR.
once again, play again. Big play again right here.
Fowler again.
Carry.
Oh, and Tarver.
The end zone, red zone, it's tougher to score. The defenders are adjusted.
Tarver looking wide here.
He's running.
Get him! Get him!
Joe Tarver of the keeper. Right out of bounds by
Can't
Robert
really live
Riley.
through that.
Can confirm he did.
Play lost a yard, brings up second down and 11.
Okay, lost a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open. Please visit the concession stand.
While
Sounds good to see, brother.
okay, this is
foul. Vision in the first. One cut, a bit of a slasher. When he's style that you want. Opponent, again, he's physically over. You've got to take advantage of north-south football, earn every yard you get. But foul.
Now it's 4 minutes and 30. Can Winter Haven figure out how to stop the offense when it comes back?
They got to stop on Lakeland two drives ago.
Absolutely.
2 drives ago, Lakeland tried to go to the air. Martin was a bit inaccurate. So if you can force Lakeland into 3rd and long, you've got a chance.
You know, if I was in Vegas,
because I'm sure if under this game it would be in the 60s. The football, and that has not been.
We have a team in Las Vegas. We have
SI's got to score now. There you go.
What do they need to do?
Okay, 14-14. Lakeland's going to get the ball. We know that running game has been successful with multiple backs.
Oh, there's that sky kick. You know, sometimes they do that because the kick returner is really good. Okay.
Good field position for Lakeland.
It's good field position.
On their own 35,
and
a lot of time to work with.
Team, I believe, a lot of times you do try to keep the kick. You don't want to give it to that fast returner sometimes.
100%. You know, it takes more time for your coverage team to get down the football field, and a lot more time for their blocking to set up. And when there's athletes on the other side, this is a way to kind of.
First play.
Well, again, Winter Haven game. Neither man coverage alignments on every.
That's a
Game 6 years.
Of running back as well, and it helps when you've got big 75 on there. Miguel Maldonado.
He is a big.
The UCF commitment playing left tackle here, number 75. He's got the UCF gloves on tonight, the white gloves here.
John, was he not in before? Now
he was not in on the first couple series for Lakeland. So he's in. He's looking like he's in a pass protection or pull stance. He pulls, and here comes Johnson behind. Pretty cut for a first down.
They brought in maybe the 18 now.
It's 14-14 going into the half. Not a lot of people here expect this, including myself.
Let's take a look at the clock. 5. Is it time for the dreaded turnover?
So you've got a spread look here.
They're just going to run the ball.
It's Johnson downhill. Winter Haven's hanging tough, though.
Down is Johnson on the carry.
Talking about some of these older. Parcells always talked about every third play is they screw up. Somebody screws up. So the Giants used to just say, okay, keep doing your 3-yard games, so we're going to get you with a turnover.
You wonder if Winter Haven is going to bring some pressure. They've already, by their actions, have told us they're not worried about Lakeland's pushing the ball down the field, even with a Division I wide receiver and a quarterback who seems capable. So do you dial up pressure on top of it? I think we're right now from Winter Haven. 8 guys lined up on the line of scrimmage.
There you go.
Here comes Williams on a screen.
Oh, my God.
But they're there. 22 has made a couple of nice plays in this game. Coppins, another junior. Another junior. Look, we have not mentioned one senior for Winter Haven to date. So when you start looking at this year versus next year, all these guys theoretically come back for the Blue Devils.
Isn't this why you mix up your play calling to prepare quarterback in situations like this?
When you had a pressure look, a screen isn't your best bet. So the chess match was just a to Winter Haven on that play. And now it's another 3rd and long.
Okay, run. Oh, did he wrap? Oh, he didn't wrap that.
There goes Johnson.
That's it. He didn't wrap, John. Wrapping and tackling.
They had the right play call.
They did.
They had the run fit 5 yards down the field. You line up for 4th down. But when you miss a tackle against a guy like Johnson who cuts against the grain and shows some speed, it can hurt you big time. His 2nd long run in a row, and Lakeland is back on top.
Football's such a great game. What do you think?
Best.
Just one mistake or 2 mistakes. Can that happen in basketball? Maybe a missed free throw at the
could.
end.
It just doesn't. It's just not as important. And that cannon.
Scoring drive was 60 yards. The scoring play was Don Harris Johnson's 47-yard touchdown run.
So Johnson's got a 47-yarder and a 38-yarder already in this game. And you see the wheels that the junior has. Again, they've got loads of running backs. Davis, the big power back. Johnson, more of the slasher. Martin, the quarterback, likes to keep it at times as well. And that's what we said at the top of the show. Lakeland wants to run the football. They've only completed, 2 passes so far. Not for big gains. They want to run the football. Winter Haven knows it, but knowing it and stopping it are 2 different things.
Yeah. Our college watching. Fluent.
You know, wait, the last one, he broke a tackle, just like Winter Haven did.
You can't kill this team, right?
A lot of heart. But when you break a long run with speed, when you break it with Johnson showed on his 2nd touchdown, easily his
very strong lower body. When you're down here in the sideline, you look at that guy and you got a tackle.
And just a junior, so another young prospect. So here we go. 82 seconds left in the half. Winter Haven again, no timeouts, right?
No timeouts.
So we'll see if Tarver can throw it a little bit.
Interception almost.
Nope.
That was really close.
Joe Tarver's
Down.
pass is complete to Isan Bertil.
Almost had it and almost put the ball on the ground.
And instead, Winter Haven is in plus territory.
Play gain 13 yards. It results in a Blue Devils down.
A little bit of tempo here from Tarver. He understands this.
Joe Tarver's pass is complete to Bertil.
Under a minute.
Play gain 3 yards. Brings up
Tempo
second
game's
and
all about
They haven't pushed the ball down the field. Still not playing very deep.
Yeah. I just don't want to see a
Joe
pick
Tarver's
six to make
pass is
this thing go
complete to
nuts.
Jacoby Fowler.
Who's calling timeout?
Play gain 4 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 3.
No, the player went out of bounds and the clock is still running, so
I
the
got it.
refs want to reset the clock.
You know what they haven't done tonight? A water break. Games going in a particular momentum, and all of a sudden the refs water break. I haven't seen one in there.
Not sure why.
We're call time. Oh, they should be calling
Fourth and 2 here.
Joe Tarver on the carry.
Flat.
And guess what? They're still moving.
Yeah, they got to reset this clock.
Yeah, the timekeeper maybe is.
We are at Lakeland.
I think the timekeeper still doesn't know what's happening. It's a funny clock too. I gotta tell you, it's not exactly smoothly operated.
The clock reads 7 seconds. Should probably read about 25.
Look, there was a penalty.
Face mask against the Dreadnoughts.
Now did they
now-
change the clock?
You got to ask, and winner
Well, they've got it.
should be about 25 or so.
Running the junior varsity.
Timeout Blue Devils. That is the final half.
Wait a second. Devils time?
Tonight's sponsor of the game
Sorry.
is Mid-Florida.
That's more. Counting.
Unless one of
Football.
Counting.
have not reset the clock. It looks my bad.
We counted them, didn't we?
I thought
In
so.
the first quarter.
Yeah, all in
And
the first
one
quarter.
there. Because if they had an extra timeout, they would have called it on that.
After third down.
Yeah, on that.
So it looks like they're not resetting the clock. 7 seconds left from the 24-yard line for Winter Haven. Can Tarver get the ball in the end zone?
I know. I think I give it. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of downfield throws here.
Nothing beyond 10 yards. This is the first time something down the field, so there could be Tarver who throws it short. And that'll do it. For
Incomplete. Intended for Jackson Davis. Brings second and 10.
Carr. Probably good complete for maybe to get one more snap at it. 3 left. Ball. 4.
Hop. He to a junior. Here we go. Got it.
There we go. Ball out of bounds, and we are at the half.
Okay, folks. Now, all you watching this great broadcast here, which is once again behind the scenes, the making of Friday Night Football. We're going to take a little great halftime festivities while John and I find you in about 17 minutes. I'm waving at our guy. Hopefully he sees us. Hopefully they're taking off the mic, so say something.
Friday Night Football coming up next. 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 Up next. Friday Night Football coming 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 up next.
Okay, John's explained to us that Wild first half.
So Lakeland's up 21-14, and really it could be worse either way. It could be tied. Winter Haven has shown a lot of grit with their running game. Tarver, the quarterback, has really done a good job. But Lakeland's special teams and defense have made some big plays. The block punt that led to the touchdown by James is the difference at this point. Remember, Lakeland playing Dindy, their best D lineman and the top prospect in the county, in Polk County.
It's crazy because you called it. I mean, well, see here. I want to make sure you live. Anyway, I think we're rolling. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what the plan is.
Yeah, so Lakeland with the lead. We'll get the ball back to start the third quarter, and I think they go back to basics. Running game with Davis, with that whole crew.
Boy, you know, I know you're right. I just wish they'd pepper in a little bit of a couple things to prepare them against the big teams.
Sure, Tyler Williams is not even in the game right now, their best receiver, so this is definitely a run play.
Yep. And guess what?
Lakeland has gashed Winter Haven up the middle, not to the outside. And it makes you wonder why Lakeland is trying to test the outside. They're bigger, they're more physical. They can run right at Winter Haven, almost at will.
I mean, John, you take a look at the inside tackles for Winter Haven. I think me and you are bigger than that.
I think so. But they're playing tough. They're giving it all they got. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Right there. Scoreboard says that. That was a 5-yard loss. Holy smokes.
You can see them trying to get Martin ball on the edge. Run pass option right here.
Great throw.
That's their best hookup of the day. Velasquez from Martin. Martin rolling to his weak side, his left, and throwing an accurate pass along the sideline. Not easy to do. You see some of the athleticism and fluidity of Martin. That's why they like him as a runner, but it also helps in the passing game.
Right. John, is he getting any looks at all at the next level, or is it pretty much
it's
good high school player? But
I think we're closer to that side of the equation, but the longer Lakeland stays relevant, the deeper they go, as Tyler Williams is back in the game, number 10, the more of a chance a guy like that has at the next level.
well,
See, more success.
There is Johnson on the carry.
More success for Johnson. I called him James earlier. Johnson going downhill, right down the middle. Lakeland doesn't have to get cute.
let's see if you're a bit shaking up. The big left tackle is on the sideline.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of rotation with that Lakeland offensive line. They've got the bodies to do it, but I'm not sure if something's wrong with Maldonado physically. He seems okay, but he's been out of the first and now.
Up. The deadly pre-snap penalty.
Another false start on Lakeland.
You know, you see the reactions of some of the players on the sideline. You know, when something like that happens, it's always.
Because you know that means you got to run that much more when you get back to practice on Monday or Sunday.
You know the pre-snap penalty I hate the most? Offsides by the defensive line.
Brutal. There's just no excuse for it.
Watch the ball.
You will hear that at every game you ever go to if you have sideline access like we are blessed enough to have. Watch the ball! Back to the air and taking a deep shot to Williams. And he's got it. Boom. There it is. We've been waiting for that.
They gave me my passes, right?
Yes.
I said, pepper little passes there.
You get a glimpse of Tyler Williams there, the junior. Scholarship offers rolling in over the last 2 months. Yeah. And you see why. Legitimately 6'3", 6'4", long stride, and he's got some ball and can get down the field a little bit as well. Good ball from Martin as well. His best ball of the night. His best 2 balls came on that drive. So a little confidence booster for the senior quarterback as well.
There you go. Should we divulge the background story why the Winter Haven quarterback came here? Do we We hide the
It
coach
depends
a
on
little
who you
bit.
talk to. But the facts are, he had 0 football offers 6 months ago at another school, and at this school, he's got about 7.
And he got 5 in the first week.
Right.
5 offers.
Right. He's got Power 5 offers. He's got Pitt. He's got, South Florida, the local school, semi-local school.
The fans up there are kind of like they're having a good time.
It's back to normal. They expect it to have
Just a
a
reminder, the
multi-score
concession
lead in
stand
this
is
game.
open. Please visit the concession stand and
Okay,
support
well,
your
let's see what
LHS
happens to the
Dreadnought
kicker.
marching
Look
band.
at the kicker. See if he's got some spice ready.
They try another sky kick?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
No, he's deep.
No,
He's deep.
oh, he's deep. He's going to take a run. Okay. I'm going to put that bad boy. Oh, okay, we're going to give a run back. Tackled quick.
Lakeland has just seized the momentum here.
Well, we're going to go up near the stands a little bit. You want to just see kind of what's happening up there?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. See what's happening.
You good, man? Yeah. Not banged up or nothing?
Big human.
I snuck a question into Maldonado, the UCF commitment. He said he's not banged up at all. So, just some rotational stuff.
Well, we're going to see what's happening with the stands here. We're going to walk up. We've ducked our cameraman. He hasn't even figured out that we ditched this place.
Playing hooky a little bit.
Yeah.
Might actually be able to sit down for a second. Imagine that.
Let's see what we got here.
Joe Tarver's pass is complete to Gishan Martil.
You got to see all the different vantage points, what's happening in the game. Let's see here.
Defense, tighten up.
Go.
Play loss 3 yards, brings up 2nd down and 13.
One step higher.
One more?
Let's
Let's do it.
enjoy ourselves here.
Hanging out in the stands. Tarver and Winter Haven have the ball back. And they're down 2 scores for the first time in this game.
Uh-oh. Oh,
It's just
Pass is incomplete.
It's just not
Intended
what-
for Jacoby Fowler.
has worked for Winter Haven this far.
no.
What has worked is
Brings
the
up 3rd
wide
down
running
and
game
13.
with the quarterback and counters from Fowler and the running backs.
Why change, John? Why does it happen?
I think sometimes you see the score start to balloon and you divert from your plan, but it's early 3rd quarter, first possession.
Plenty of time. I mean,
Stick with the game plan, run the football. It's worked. Tarver's a very good athlete. Let him cook a little bit.
see if we're going to get a little cooking. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's hard to tackle.
Joe Tarver on the
You
keeper.
know, when I see running backs or quarterbacks fighting for that extra yard, I just grit and look away.
Play gained a
That's
yard.
when you get the
Brings
scrimmage.
up 4th down and 12.
Correct. So 3 and out for Winter Haven.
No,
Not good.
no.
Not good for the Blue Devils, and Lakeland has a chance to now, for the first time, create real separation in the game.
Yep. Unless they fake punt. You know, really what's happening now is the inevitability is setting in. Maybe he gets it blocked, who knows? Good kick. And this is the thing with, you know, in the punting,
They see the Bowers on
game in high school or even the
Tackled
kickoff,
by Jadarius
they
Cobb.
just don't practice enough to have good tackling on their special teams. So it's just,
The
I
Dreadnoughts
can't
take
tell you how
over.
many times
1st
I've
down and
seen
10 from the Blue
people
Devils
punt,
19-yard
and
line.
the guy runs it back and they only advance it 10 yards or 5 yards.
Right. No, good return there from Nasir Bowers, the senior. Plays defensive back, so he rewards his defense with some nice field position
Yep.
out for the offense.
Okay, Nostradamus, now they roll back to the running game.
Back to the running game and start to really just impose your will.
Too easy.
See, right up the gut. And now it's a blowout.
You know, I still say, with 8 minutes, 7 minutes left, get back to your knitting, get a touchdown,
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is all you have to do. Of course, I'm sitting on the bleachers here, and they're out there fighting. Redemption. Now, what is redemption? Is there some redemption from last year?
I would be surprised if Winter Haven won last year, but I did not check.
Maybe
that's on
all
me.
About how did Lakeland do last year in the playoffs?
They were solid, not as good as 2018, of course. But they went on a run.
The point after is good by
semifinals?
I believe quarterfinals.
The Dreadnought scoring drive was one play, covered 19
last
yards.
year,
That play was Zaire Davis's 19-yard touchdown
It
run.
was just
Which
crazy
brings the
all
score
over. It was
to the
just
Lakeland
nuts.
Dreadnoughts 35 and the Winter Haven Blue Devils 14.
All right, well, here we go.
So the last time they played, thanks to our friends at Google, Lakeland beat Winter Haven 42-14, which might be tonight's final score.
Yep.
When all is said and done. So I'm not sure what the revenge tour is about. Lakeland went to the third round of the playoffs where they lost to Tampa Bay Tech.
Tampa Bay Tech, huh?
Yep, Greg Gaines, the Iowa State commitment, and Tampa Bay Tech.
What was the score then?
It was a bit of a shootout, 55-34. So Lakeland's defense
That's way out.
a bit to blame there. And the wind is picking up a little bit, so you wonder how much that factors into special teams.
So we're now at the 35
Flag on the
line.
play, kickoff went out of bounds.
Come on, I'm hoping we get it. I shouldn't say that too loud here. I think we're surrounded by Dreadnought fans.
Yeah, we are. We are on the Lakeland side. If we come up
The
missing, you
Dreadnoughts
know
would
why.
like to thank Little Caesars Pizza, the official pizza of the Lakeland Dreadnoughts,
Got a man
for their
right next to
support
the
of
cane.
Dreadnought
You see him hit me in the
football.
head. You know what happened.
Big drive here, obviously, for Winter Haven. You just got to right the
Following
ship.
the out-of-bounds kickoff, the Blue Devils will take over first down and 10 yard line.
Good field position after the kickoff out of bounds for the Blue Devils. And you got to imagine Fowler and Tarver are going to run this show.
They got it. Nice cut. Nice run. Listen,
There's Fowler.
Fowler on the carry.
football isn't necessarily rocket science.
15 yards, that results in a Blue Devils first down.
Really nice cut from Jacoby Fowler there. He set up the outside linebacker. I believe it was number 9 for Lakeland, Robert Riley, who's missed a couple assignments here tonight. Riley a little bit vulnerable there for Lakeland. Fowler takes advantage. Fowler has shown some signs here for the Blue Devils, and now they're right back in plus territory.
I like him. I like him. He's a player. And here he goes again. You know, he gets positive yards. You're not playing
Jacoby
behind
Fowler
the
on the
chains
carry.
behind your team.
Right, over 200 pounds,
2
runs
yards,
with
brings
forward
up second
lean.
down and 8.
Is he that big?
Yeah, he's
200 pounds.
200 pounds.
Wow.
I mean, he's listed at 200 pounds.
Okay.
So, take it for what it's worth.
You know, we had one player for a team that I supported a bit, and he reported to us he was 6'3", 300 pounds. We had the 300 pounds right, but he was like 5'11".
See if Tarver can hit the edge.
You just got to dip on there.
There he goes.
Look at him go. Let him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, don't go backwards. Impressive.
As you can
Joe Tarver on the carry.
it's really about Tarver and Fowler. I mean, that's the entire offense right now for the Blue Devils. That time it was a design pass.
Results in a Blue Devils first down.
A design pass, so the Lakeland secondary was in coverage, so Tarver had a lot of space. And that's something I anticipate to not happen going forward. I think Lakeland is going to get a little bit more aggressive despite having a 3-score lead.
My only question is why did Winter Haven start with the other quarterback first?
Not sure.
Think they're going to pass with that guy? Look at this. That's positive. Uh-oh.
There's a way to
Jacoby Fowler on the carry.
way to
Tackled by
make
Robert
up.
Riley.
Yeah,
Actually-
Riley's had a rough night, and that's a nice bounce back for him.
I think we're actually next to some Winter Haven fans. Let me check. Chum the water.
Play game 4 yards, brings up second down and 6.
Okay, good.
Same for us.
Okay, I was half right. All righty. Oh, man. Okay, so we got third and what, 4? Huh?
Well, obviously 4 down territory for Winter Haven. So you got 2 plays to go 4 yards. This will be a Tarver carry and a Fowler carry in one order or the other.
Right. So he's either going to pull or keep the ball with Fowler, right?
I would suspect.
You know, number 2 is a big, fairly, well, maybe not that big.
200 pounds. That's what he said.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, the ball looked like it was chipped a little bit on the defensive line. I know the old phrase, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Comes to mind.
Just a disaster. That was not good. Knocking on the door, about to make it respectable again, and you throw a pick 6.
Not just a pick, but a pick 6.
And that's Nasir Bowers, who had the nice punt earlier, committed to Toledo. Got to think the Rockets have a steal. Toledo's recruited Florida very well.
Absolutely. This
year, and Nasir Bowers went about 78 yards on that pick 6.
You know what? I mean, who has the most turnovers now? They have the most turnovers on their side. 3, right? Do they have any turnovers there?
Nope.
3-0. Bing bam.
The Dreadnought scoring play was Nasir Bowers' 88-yard interception return for a touchdown, which brings the score to the Lakeland Dreadnoughts 42.
You know,
reminder, folks, it was 21-14 at the half, and now it is 42-14.
How fast it can move, right?
21 points unanswered by Lakeland in a hurry, offense and defense scoring in the process.
As you ever do coaching? Any coaching at any level?
A few offers, but never fully jumped into it.
Okay. I just wonder if a coach, you know, an offensive coach, does he kick himself at some point and say, what the hell was I doing?
It'll hurt more on the way home to Winter Haven. It'll hurt more watching the film.
It's going to keep on hurting.
But it definitely happens.
Well, we may return to the sideline and listen to some cheering, but maybe we should a little bit longer because we've been standing a lot. Maybe the producers will give us the sign. Okay, go on down. I think they put us here. They said, you guys need a rest. I got my drink, Pepsi. There you go. Maybe I can get let's see if I can get the cameraman to look over. I'm doing a product placement. Let's see.
Bob's going for the sponsorship.
I'm going for the sponsorship. They're probably laughing at me.
Give us a call, Pepsi.
That was an 8. Uh-oh. Now the injuries start.
Well, you pointed it out, Bob. Winter Haven, by the numbers, has a lot less players, probably a little more than half the amount of players that Lakeland has. Plays, and you're playing against really good athletes, so at some point, and worse are going to pop up.
Yeah, and as we already seen on the sideline of Lakeland, they're doing rotations, man. They're keeping their guys fresh, and you know when you're undermanned, you can't.
100%. And what's tough for any quarterback is throwing a pick 6, and 2 plays later, you're right back out there. Right back out there.
Do you ever think that the quarterback thinks to himself, I wouldn't have done that call? Like he goes, come on. Does he audible out?
He's a junior. You don't know if he's got the freedom to do that with his coaching staff, and that's something that, you know, we did have a normal offseason this year, so maybe they can implement something like that. But it was, you know, it was 3rd and 5.
It's just
they ran a route to the sticks, and the senior Nasir Bowers jumped it. He knew it was coming. And that's the problem when you don't challenge a defense to the 3rd level. Now you can cheat up a little bit and play the sticks.
2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
They really haven't thrown it farther than 15 yards.
No, just the last play before the half was sort of a Hail Mary kind of attempt, and that was it. Everything else has been inside of 15 yards.
Jacoby Fowler on the carry. Flag on
And
the
it
play.
really does go to show you really have to attack the defense at all the levels. At least keep honest a little bit.
Especially a group like Lakeland's, which has a lot of
With
experience,
Talia Gaskins, please
multiple
report to the press
seniors.
box. Again, Talia Gaskins, please report to the press box. We have some unclaimed personal property that you might be interested in. Again,
like a cell
Talia
phone.
Gaskins, please report to the press box.
Or a wallet.
With photo ID, please.
Never mind.
So they got the wallet, missing a phone. It's got to be a phone. What do you think?
I think so.
What would you rather lose, your phone,
Phone.
or a wallet? Phone. Okay,
Not even
wallet,
close.
Because you got to change all the
Because then you
IDs.
gotta, yeah, exactly. Your phone is just an insurance claim, and you just kind of figure it out. You can maybe talk over the
There is no
internet or
flag on the
Skype, maybe. When it's your wallet, it's now you don't have money, you don't have ID, a license. You gotta go cancel your credit cards
Brings
one
up
by
third
one,
down and 11.
Okay, we have
and then you lost whatever cash you had.
Yeah. We have a definitive answer for John Garcia.
Yeah.
No, I lose the phone.
I'd like to lose my phone anyway.
Okay, they got to do something. Oh, boy.
Tarver's been good on the move.
Okay.
Joe Tarver is
Now
sacked on
we
the
start
play.
coming towards something called
Larry Jones with the
running
sack.
clock. Now, for you folks who are listening from other parts of the country, running clock is when one of the teams is losing by 35 points or
Brings
more.
up fourth down and
Which
21
way
following the
clock just
10-yard
keeps
sack.
on running. The mercy rule.
Correct. So it's at 28 right now. If Lakeland, which is getting the ball back now, can go down and score, we will get a very fast fourth quarter.
Yep. Unless they want to just keep on playing, but it's up to the it's up to the coaches of the other team.
With a few injuries already, I would suspect if Lakeland goes down and scores, we will get a running clock. And they actually just scored.
Boom! We know that.
Blocked
You guys
punt.
the gun. Wow, have things changed, huh?
I believe it was Riley. Was it Riley who blocked the punt?
Well, first of all, the snap was not the best, and then frankly, the punter kind of lollygagged a little bit there.
So Riley had some missed tackles, but he's tightened up here in the second half and just blocked a punt to spark a touchdown. And it looks like he got banged up on the play. He's on the ground.
Is that him right there, 52?
9. He's on the ground in some pain, but he got his team a touchdown.
Let's see what happens. Now, if that kick goes through, now you know something. Sometimes coaches, and this is rare, know the rule, and maybe they go for 2, knowing they'll probably not get it, and maybe get a little bit more time for their players.
I don't think that's happening here.
What do you think?
Extra point is good, and there is a 35-point margin.
So while we should kind of pre-position ourselves, I think.
Dreadnought scoring play was
We
the
go
punt
back
block
down,
by
'cause
Robert
this could
Wiley,
go
which was
really
recovered
fast.
by the Dreadnoughts.
We'll see.
Which brings us to the score. Lakeland Dreadnoughts.
I'm pointing out to our
49,
camera.
Warrior Blue Devils 14.
And the running clock was just initiated.
There you go. Folks, that's the running clock. And that was a fast hook by the coach, would you say?
28-point quarter will do that to you.
Yeah.
Quite demoralizing. This was a 7-point game. 21-15.
Been half a tie game, easy.
Correct.
Well, okay. So we're going to have a lot happier faces on the sideline right now here, wouldn't you say? The players are going to be a little happier than before. So let's see if our cameraman can find us. That's the new game right now is duck the cameraman. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens now. Okay, here we go. 20. Now people are rocking and rolling. And now let's see if we see some second and third string players here.
Yep, I'm seeing some backups on the defense.
Community. Thank you, Mid-Florida Credit Union, for your constant dedicated support of Dreadnought football.
Looks like Lakeland has put in some backups on.
You got to start thinking
Well, it really was a team effort. Multiple block punts for
Yep.
Lakeland. Nasir Bowers with a great return, good in coverage, and had a pick 6.
Right.
He's under consideration. And of course, the running backs, right? The running backs have played unbelievable.
Look at this.
well.
Oh my gosh. And let's see if he gets all the way there. He's fast. There you
So
go.
much for your
Now, the question is, do they keep it running? And do you go backwards? Okay. Okay. Let's watch. Yeah, maybe he's still asleep a little bit there. Okay, so we're debating. Well, now see it's running clock. That means we have about 8-10 minutes to go. Who are you going to interview? Because we got some interviews we're thinking about, right? Absolutely. Got to interview the coach somehow. He's going to be busy with folks. But what do you think?
I think, you know, you want to get in with Johnson, Nasir Bowers.
We have to talk to one of the coaches here, see if we can arrange some folks for us to talk to.
Dreadnoughts 49 and the
We had a gentleman that kind of helped us. He was over there. Who helped us give a little intel. I wonder if I could talk to him. I wonder who he was. What do you think? At any rate. He's in the know is what he is. Yes, he is definitely in the know. There we go. Okay, so the game's exploded open. We've had a little reversal. Now, there was a game. The team from Vegas, Bishop, they were winning by 17 points or 16 with a minute left.
And
they lost with a minute left.
strange things happen on Friday nights.
You know? Now, what's interesting is the 12 has stopped. No, there it goes again. No, they're going to. I wonder, once you started the running clock, can you reverse it? Can you say, yeah, no, okay, so that's it. So we're definitely going to want to see who we can interview because they're all going to run off the field.
C. Coney, Abby Woolley.
It's actually been live, but it's also a documentary called Rise to the Top.
Okay.
Yeah. We actually are trying to figure out a couple players to interview at the end.
Tayana McCoy.
Who you were thinking?
Maybe Tyler Williams, Nasir Bowers
Yeah, great
would be
game.
good candidates.
Yeah.
Maybe Johnson, the running back.
Macy
I don't know who we
Lisinski.
talked to about getting those interviews. Who would you recommend?
Terry Bellamy. Shania Thomas. Josh Dale.
Tyler Squire?
Morgan Allen. Jalen
Well,
Maloney.
they really turned the gas pedal up in the third quarter.
Record on the previous play.
A
That's right.
21. First down.
Okay, here we go. Now, do they have the starting quarterback in? He's still in.
Williams. So
Okay,
they
so they're just saying, oh my gosh, they put the left tackle in.
Williams is going up.
And bam.
He probably
Your receiver or your QB? Huh? Receiver. And what better person than the guy who used to play for Winter Haven? You know, as he's running by a certain coach on the other team.
It makes you wonder if they put that play out just for him, right?
I think he did.
Starting offense, blowout win.
Yep.
Feel pretty good against your old team.
As you're running by, do you yell 7 offers? You like that? He's a definite interview. Look how big he is. He's tall. No, they put 6 I'll take him. He's tall.
64 yards. The scoring play was Mason Martin's 33-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Williams.
Well, we definitely want to interview Tyler Williams, that's for sure. Tyler, we're at Sports Illustrated. We want to do an interview after the game with you. Yes, sir. Yeah, great game. We'll be around. Okay. Yeah. 6'3" and a half. Let's get a tape measure.
Very good basketball player.
Yeah, he's great game. Great game.
Scholarships in basketball and football at the same time are rare.
It's extremely rare. Because the skill sets are so different.
There's about a handful of guys every year in the country who have that to their name. And in 2023, Tyler Williams is one of them.
You know, you don't see a ton of well, you better watch out because you never know. You don't see a lot of crossover football players into basketball or vice versa.
It's more like football, baseball.
Blue Devils take over first down and 10 from their own 28-yard
Yeah.
line.
For basketball, not as much.
No, not as much.
Last year, there were a couple guys. Michael Trigg, who now plays for USC. He's a tight end. Tampa. Zach Carrollwood Day.
Yep.
He was a football, basketball guy. I think he's still planning on playing basketball at USC. But it just doesn't happen a lot.
What's happening with USC now? Have you got your ear to the ground all the time? Who's a natural fit at USC?
I mean, the most natural fit are young, charismatic recruiters. Mario Cristobal, James Franklin, Lincoln Riley, guys that are going to be really hard to get. Now, there are reports that James Franklin is certainly interested, but it's September. What ground can be made by USC? These guys are coaching at other big-time jobs.
And it's such a tough thing right now. All these people. How many players were players able in high school to opt out and recover a year, or they're just, when they hit 19, that's it?
The opt-out year was last year for college players, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
The thing is, that's the unfair thing for the high school players because they had no chance to opt out. Really tough for 20 kids.
It's been a tough couple cycles. 2021, 2022, 2023, all very much affected.
They're all getting hammered, aren't they?
Third down and 9.
Yes, because these schools are taking less kids because of the transfer portal and that extra year of eligibility. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So every offer is really a true accomplishment, more so than even 5 years ago.
75 looks like a big guy. You're saying, I'm looking at left tackle here. What kind of offers does he have?
He's got several offers committed to UCF.
Okay. Well,
committed to Malzahn and company. So they've got an offensive line commitment there, headed there. Lakeland does, and a defensive line commitment
8 yards
as well. And Thompson's actually in the game. The UCF defensive end commit, 84.
There you go.
He's playing defensive end on the right side.
The Dreadnought
Wasn't he one of the captains of Lakeland?
Yes, which is something you want to see. You want to see your best players as your captains.
Right.
Because it means they're working the hardest, they're leading the young guys, and they're establishing and furthering the culture of your program as Lakeland tightens up for a fourth down here.
Now, is 21 one of your players of the running back?
No, there's a lot of depth there.
Boy, they do.
Play lost a yard. The Dreadnoughts take over on downs.
So the Dreadnoughts take over on downs. Now, did they let up the gas?
Did they will not be permitted on the playing surface following tonight's game.
It's a running clock, 5 minutes left.
Let's see if number 10 runs out. We'll know it's bad blood if 10 figures out how to get on the field.
It looks like the backups are in.
Tonight's sponsor of the game is Mid-Florida Community Credit Union.
Is the left
Credit Union for your constant and dedicated support of Dreadnought football.
Backup quarterback Cordell Lewis is in, number 10.
All right.
6'1", 180-pound sophomore. The O-line does have some starters in there, including Maldonado.
They got your left tackle. That's interesting. I don't quite understand that. Well, I understand that. They ran right behind him.
Yeah, they did.
I said, I would run behind 75. He's a large guy.
Lakeland
Shot over on the carry.
distributes the ball to 5 ball carriers.
Yeah,
so they've got running backs for days.
It's a tough team, man. That's
21 yards. It results in a
you can just see the talent as they're warming up. The skill players are amazing.
100%. Over time, it shows on Friday nights. Again, this game was 21-14 not that long ago.
56-20. Now,
against the
are these two teams the same size schools?
They're close.
Dreadnought
They're
fans,
close.
our next game is Friday, October 8th versus Apopka High School. We look forward to
Obviously,
seeing
Lakeland has such a long
back here
storied
at
history.
historic
When
Bryant
Florida
Stadium
allowed
on October 8th
transfers,
as the
that
Dreadnoughts
really
take
changed
on the
the
Blue
game.
Darters.
Lakeland immediately got a bunch of transfers even 2 years ago. The team that won the title had transfers. 19 team had multiple transfers, including a kid who signed with Auburn, another who signed with Georgia, coming into the school. So a lot of talent already here, a lot more talent imported along the way. You see it in these reserve players who are making guys miss, even behind the line of scrimmage to get
Barkel
You know
Johnson
something?
with the
It's
carry.
funny. If I'm a player looking to
They lost 9
I got to make
yards.
sure I can be able to play. If I'm going to transfer from a lesser team to a better team, you got to make sure you can also
tonight.
It's up
Now you say he's a junior, right?
Just
Oh my golly.
so
God.
way to go. Recruitment just really kicking off.
Right. Well, when he goes to camp season in what, May and June, July,
A lot more probably headed his way.
big frame, good size. I think Arnold, he's got big frame, big shoulders. Looks like a little bit.
At that basketball.
What a college coach
Rashad
really
Orr,
want from a receiver? What are they looking for?
Depends on the frame, but you certainly want length. And length with Tyler.
Game 22 yards.
They want prospects who maximize the margin for error for the quarterback. You want receivers who make it more like 60-40
Right.
because of their length, because of their size, their leaping ability, their ball skills.
Yeah.
Of
They call
course,
that catch radius, right?
correct, catch radius. Of course, you want top end speed, you want route running, you want strong hands, blocking ability. But the length and athleticism is what you want to get everything else you can build upon.
Now, my question always is, how fast do they have to be for Division I Power 5? What's the truth? Can it be 4.6 and be picked up?
They could, but you gotta be a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical if you're 4'6". Ready, you gotta be a little more like Larry Fitzgerald
Right.
if you're gonna be a slower guy.
And maybe you go become a tight end.
Maybe. If you're a bigger guy.
You're a bigger guy.
A lot of factors here, a lot of different systems here too. So
Right.
the receiver evaluation has certainly changed because at that same rate, these smaller, quicker guys are getting more than they ever had.
Absolutely. So, okay.
Surprised he has any bullets left.
I'm telling you, my ears are gone. So we got a man here who's going to be interviewed.
Rashad Orr's 8-yard
And then
touchdown.
who's the top two
For the Lakeland Dreadnoughts.
Let's talk to Nasir Bowers, senior corner,
Where is what number?
Toledo
what number is
commit
this
number
here?
3.
Okay.
He had the big pick 6.
Let me see if
That was
we
the
can.
moment that really felt like this game was over.
I'm going to run over and see if I can.
And that's the end of the ball game with the final score: the Lakeland Dreadnoughts 63, the Clarion Rebels 20.
Good. We got Garcia. We got. That's great. And somehow we can make sure the HC can be interviewed at the end. Get to talk to all those guys. We know that. Well, folks, you know, we're going to be doing some interviews, some players. So I'm going to wave in our producer and find out if we're going to do post-game interviews or not. Let's see, John.
No. Let's do
There
it.
we go. Let's go ahead and do an interview.
Are you good now? You need to talk to Coach first. He told you?
Great.
Got the camera on us?
Hey, put your camera on.
Coming down.
And lean in a little bit towards his mic when you answer questions.
Yeah, I'll hold it out.
Oh, yeah. Where's your handyman mic?
Hey, you know, live TV. It's
Great game. Thanks. That last touchdown, I was just saying, if you're running by your other team, your old team,
There we go.
Nice.
All right, John Garcia Jr., SI All-American in Friday Night Football, here with Tyler Williams against your team, Winter Haven. 2 touchdowns, including a big kind of kiss it goodnight touchdown in the fourth quarter. How did it feel?
It felt great to be back. I mean, here against Today I just came out of my A game, loose on the field.
Particularly on the second, I looked like a double move.
At first, I see all night playing to the outside, so I had to get him going in first and come back up.
Lakeland now moves to 4-1. You avenge last week's loss to Lake Gibson, and you start to get back in the right direction. What does this feel like just as a team getting back on track? Because we know Lakeland has a lot of high expectations.
As a team, just be ready to practice. Every day we come in, we got to get better and better and come together as a unit. I mean, we got a lot of new guys, a lot of new transfers. We just got to play as one.
Now you're basketball guy. You got off both sports.
Even that, I'm good at a high level in college at both sports.
What are coaches on the football side telling you about your game? That's
90. A lot of people not able to do what I'm able to do on the field. Catch the ball, get past the and my.
You try to play sports? Yes. Have to wait and see right here. Tyler Williams, one exciting prospect. Get further out. Toledo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just want to make sure. If you watch the game, the play of the game was certainly the 88-yard pick 6 by this guy, number 3, Nasir Bowers, senior committed to the Toledo Rockets. Let's start with the pick 6, man. What did you see?
I just read it. It was an all-out blitz, so I knew it was going to come out fast. As soon as I seen him drop back 3 steps, I seen him caught the ball, just broke on it, took it to the house.
It's been a few years since I had a pick 6. So tell me what that feels like when you know nobody's catching you, the crowd is behind you, and it's just a matter of time until you score.
It feels great, you know, how the fans yelling, cheerleaders, your football team jumping up with you, showing love. You know, I love them. That's how it just feels great.
Had several big tackles in this game, didn't allow anything over the top, and you had a nice punt return as well. So on all 3 levels, you're really making an impact for this defense. As a senior, after a loss, what does that mean?
You know, it's just redemption, you know. You go win some, you go lose some. It just depends on what you do the rest of this seasons. So we just go keep fighting, come today, every day at practice, we keep working, and we move on from there.
Tell me about the Toledo Rockets. What are they getting in Nasir Bowers?
A dog, an animal, you know, hard worker in school, on the field, a disciplined, respectful young man.
Nasir Bowers, one of the latest Toledo commitments from the state of Florida. The Rockets recruiting the Sunshine State very well, so some action coming to the state of Florida. Lakeland, big win Friday night over Winter Haven, especially in the second half, thanks to this guy's pick 6.
Yes, sir.
Good job, man. Have a good one. Coach. John Garcia Jr. Friday Night Football and SI All-American here with Bill Castle, the head coach of the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. Bill, shaky first half, right? 21-14 at the break, but obviously a huge third quarter led by your defense and a convincing win tonight.
Well, they gave us all we wanted for first half, and I'll give our defense credit. They came back, made a few adjustments, and played really good second half. And offensively, I thought we had a good night on offense. We just had that one possession that we had to punt, but other than that, I thought we got a good effort at them.
2 defensive touchdowns in the third quarter. obviously this is football, right? We expect points from the offense, but when the defense can flip the field and the scoreboard, what does that do to the confidence of your roster and the ease of you as a head coach?
Oh, anytime you make big plays on defense, it kind of excites the team, and of course those were two huge plays that put us in control of the game, and pretty much, just a great effort on their part.
A lot of talent on your roster. You know that Gabe Dindy was out. He's recovering from surgery. Hopefully, we're wishing him well with that finger.
Big loss. He's going to be out for the year. It was a tendon, that they had to do surgery on it, and I feel bad for Gabe. He was off to such a good start, and big loss for us. Yeah,
big recruiting decision coming up for Gabe, but obviously his health our primary concern. What does it say about your roster? Last question here, Coach. Coming off of the tough game against Lake Gibson to come back, and even after the shaky start, a commanding win against Winter Haven.
Well, we needed that. We felt like we didn't play up to our best last week, but I give Gibson credit. Hey, they got a solid football team. It was just their night, and our kids responded and came back. Got a great effort tonight, which is what we were hoping for.
Happy folks here in Lakeland, Florida, led by that man, Bill Castle, the head coach of the Lakeland Dreadnought. So that's going to wrap up our initial broadcast here at Friday Night Football and at SI All-American. For Bill Seafeld, I'm John Garcia Jr. Thanks for watching.
super hard every day.
Elite military units have a wider latitude than regular units in their choice of weapons. That's because they are called upon to do complex strategic missions in various hostile territories. They need the best. For the upcoming mission, the surviving man contestants will also need the best. Of course, you have to know your shooting platform inside and out before your mission, so just like
Here's what's coming up next on American Stories.
As good a line prospect as we'll see nationally, 6'7", 6'8", 295 pounds, just the projected left tackle that you would sculpt out of a dictionary. A lot of college coaches would tell you that he's built, born for this position, and he's got the bloodlines too. His dad played at Oklahoma.
It's grueling, it's demanding, it's physically draining, and I think that everybody sees the Friday night lights, and that's the part that's glorified, but what they don't see is the process.
Some of these players, like the coaches on the other team ask me, like, how long has this kid been playing? It's like 2-3 weeks. Like, like it's hard not to respect him.
And how many prospects are on the move from one school to the next? We're also going to talk about NIL, name, image, and likeness. If you're unfamiliar, get familiar.
I'm starting to hurt right now. I didn't bring my brace.
It's going through a tough time, to be honest.
I don't have any offers.
Woo! Let's go. All it takes is one school to say yes, and then boom, you're on everybody's radar. That's insane.
This week in high school football.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it.